In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to use Loom to record your screen and create video casts, tutorials with your screen and a webcam. Stick around and we'll learn how to create video tutorials with Loom. My name is Lisa Rizika. I've worked as a web and software developer professionally for over 5 years, and now I run my own business providing digital marketing services and custom web and application development. We're going to be downloading and installing the Loom screen recorder and showing you how to use it to record videos of your screen with a webcam if you would like to. So the first step is to head over to loom.com. We're going to go ahead and go right over there. And now we're going to go ahead and click Get Loom for free. When you click this button, it's going to ask you to sign up for an account, which you can go ahead and do with Google or go ahead and enter your email. And of course, if you already have an account, then you're able to sign in once you do that. I'm going to go ahead and create a new account with hello@zapitalstudio.com. And once you do that, you'll put in your name and your password and agree to their terms of conditions. And then you'll go ahead and hit continue. Then you'll need to go ahead and verify your email address. So go ahead and find that. If you have an issue, you can always resend that email. Once you click in the email on the verify email button, which should look something like this, it will take you now over to loom.com and ask you what you are going to be using Loom for, at work, as a teacher, as a student, or for personal use. I'm going to go ahead and select as a teacher, because most of the videos that I create are teaching videos and tutorials. Now you get to choose whether you want to install the desktop app or the Chrome extension. Now you'll notice I currently have the Chrome extension installed. They are a little bit different. The main difference is with the Chrome extension, you have the option to record specific tabs of your browser in addition to recording everything on your screen. With the desktop app, you are mainly just choosing either a specific window or your entire screen. So once you go ahead and install either of those, you can install the desktop app. It will download for you, and then you can go ahead and open that download file, and it will run the download on your computer to set up Loom on your desktop if you did that. Or you can go ahead and install the Chrome extension, and that will set up as well. And then you are all ready to start recording once that is downloaded onto your computer or into your Chrome browser. So let's start out with the desktop app and show you how to record with the desktop app. If you're on Windows, you can go ahead and type Loom in your start search box and find the app to open it. Or if you have a shortcut on your desktop from when you installed it, you can click on it there. So go ahead and open the Loom app. Now it's going to ask you to sign in. So I will go ahead and sign in with my email. Okay, so once you open the desktop app, this is kind of what you will see. You'll have some options in this window here. By default, mine is selected on the little camera plus screen. So you can see this little bubble here with my camera. And you also have the screen behind you. You can change the options here, screen only, cam only, to tell it what you want to record. So when you open this up to record a screencast, you can go ahead and choose which monitor you want. I have 2 monitors, so I have the ability to select either of those. If you only have one, you probably only have one option. You can choose a particular window if you only want to record a specific window. You can select a specific area with a custom size. You can also plug in your webcam here, so if your webcam isn't showing up yet, you need to come down here and find it. And you can also choose your microphone. So I've selected my microphone in here, and you should see your little voice moving up and down if your microphone is connected. It also shows you your internet speed and the quality of video that you're going to be recording. When you first start the desktop app, you may get a window that shows you a tutorial that you can click through some of the steps that will point out some of these things if you want to follow through with that tutorial. Mine didn't come up because I had this already installed. Now this button here, this little play button, will take you to your online account on Loom and show you where all your recorded videos are stored. So if you ever need to find your videos, you can open it up and click on this button here. Now to change your camera size and position is really simple. You have this little bubble down here and you can grab it and move it around on the screen anywhere that you want. Okay, if you want to change the size, you just hover over and this little thing comes up at the bottom. You can get rid of it. That will take you back to screen only mode. You can again go back to your screen and cam. Then you can choose a size. A small circle, a bigger circle. You can make it the whole screen. Or you can do an avatar, which if you don't have a custom avatar set, it will just be this little gray. And then you can switch back to your cam at any time. So this is really nice because if you're recording something on your screen and you realize that something important is in the spot where your camera is, you can just quickly grab it and move it out of the way over here. So that's really nice. Those are your camera size options. So once you've selected your options here, you have everything ready to go, you can go ahead and start your recording. So let's go ahead and do a little test. We'll go ahead and make sure we select our desktop here. And you can see on this side, you have the square that allows you to stop recording. And you can also use Control-Shift-L to start and stop recordings. And that is a PC shortcut. Okay, once you start, you'll see this little countdown here, 3, 2, 1, and you do have the ability to go ahead and cancel that if you want to. You can also draw on the screen. This is for paid plans, I believe. So right now, when you first create an account, you'll be on a 14-day free trial, I believe. But once that free trial ends, you won't be able to draw anymore. So there's colors. You can change the size and the color of your drawings. And you can draw there. Once you click done, the drawing does go away. So you can stop your recording, you can restart it, you can pause it, you can cancel it, and you can do all that. Something else that is really awesome about Loom is tracking your mouse. So right now you see I'm holding down my mouse button and it's showing you that little yellow circle. So you can see right where I'm clicking. So if you need to point out something, if you want them to see where you're clicking, then you get to see that. Okay, now once you're done, you can go ahead and hit the stop button. And it will pull you up right to where your video is located in your online dashboard. And this is where we can check out some of the editing tools that we have available to us. So you can go ahead and edit your title. Testing Loom. You just type it right in there. You can also trim out parts of your video. So if we go to the trim options, we can move our mouse along and choose where we want to start trimming. And then we can select the area that we want for our video. We can select a little clip maybe that we want to remove and use that remove. And then we can do another one, remove another section, and it'll show you right here all the sections that you've edited, and then you can go ahead and publish those changes. So I'll go ahead to do that. So you have your video loading here now once you've published it, and you can see a few of the other things. So when you have a pro account, you can also add a button with a link to a call to action on your video. So if you're using a video for a demonstration of something that you have that you need them to go to a separate link and you want a button on your video, you can use that call to action. So this is the call to action button that you can have. You can edit the text here. So follow me on Instagram, and then you would add the link. Instagram.com/Lisa Ruzicka. You can change the button color, button text, button style, and then you can save it, and that button will be on your video. That button is over here up in the corner, and it will take you over there. Some of these other settings are for the comments and reactions, and you can also turn off the Loom branded player. You can allow users to download your video or not, and you can also show them the analytics if you want to or not. And you can also upload a custom thumbnail with a pro account. So you can go ahead and copy the link to send someone your video. You can share it on a platform. You can embed it somewhere, put it on your website. Under the access control is where you will find a couple options for privacy. You can add a password, and you can give custom access to people specifically by email. You can also allow this video to show up in Google or search engines, depending on your keywords and such. This custom access and password option only work with the pro account as well. You can also download your video, you can put it in a folder, duplicate it, or delete it. Another really cool thing about this Loom video recorder is when people are viewing your video, you can see that they can watch it back at different speeds. They can also react to the video. So they can click on these little emojis to leave a reaction, and they can leave comments, and the comments have timestamps as well, which is really cool. So you can see I'm leaving these reactions, and it shows you right on the timeline the exact time in the video where people are reacting. So this is really awesome for feedback on your videos. And when they leave a comment, you can go ahead and enter that and see the timestamp, and that way people can click on that exact timestamp for the comments and see where you're talking about that. So if you have a specific link you want them to go to at a specific point in your video, you can have a very specific comment linked to that spot in your video, and it will be right there, and they can go right to that spot. So it's like little chapters or timestamps that are linked to the comments, which is really neat. So it's very helpful in gauging your audience's experience. You can come back and look and see how people are reacting. Okay, there's some viewing options on here. Pretty good video player. And then you also can access your personal library of all the videos that you've recorded when you're logged into your own account. You can moderate the comments down here. A few additional tips and resources for this is to use the folder options to organize your folders by maybe the topic of the video or for whatever group or class you're creating these videos for. So let's go ahead and click on this folder and just create a new folder. Tutorials. We'll create a new folder. Guess we have to hit enter, and then we can click move. Now if we go over to our personal library, you can see that tutorials folder, and that is where our video is at. Now another really cool feature, now it's telling us we can get notified instantly when someone we know watches or replies to our video, which is cool. Let's just enable that for fun. Okay, so now I want to show you this folder here. This is an awesome resource if you want to know more about using Loom that they have set up for you. How to use Loom. If you open that, you will find a lot of videos in here about different applications for using these screencasts. If you go into the other folder, look how many amazing resources are in here. For marketing, they're giving you examples of how to use these videos for sales. They have created so many awesome resources in here. How to use Loom for teachers, for students, for information technology, for personal So there's a lot of fun stuff in there that you can explore. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the desktop tutorial. Let's go ahead and check out how to use the Chrome extension. If you're just in your browser, you want to go ahead and open the Loom extension. If you're in Chrome and you have this little extensions folder, it might be inside this little puzzle piece, and you'll scroll down and find Loom for Chrome, or maybe this little Loom icon that looks like the orangish, pinkish pinwheel flower might be right out here on your bar here, depending on your Chrome settings. Open the site you want to record. So if you click on that, it will bring up this little dashboard here where you can see all of your options as well. So I went ahead and right from that same dashboard where I had my videos, I clicked on that new video button. And this is a similar window to the desktop app here. We can select our screen and camera, a full desktop or current tab, and it is also monitoring our microphone. You can show those advanced options to make sure that you have your camera and your microphone selected. You can flip your camera if it's oriented the wrong way, you can flip it. Okay, you can use a photo for screen only, control menu, recording countdown, turn those options on, and then you can go ahead and start your recording. Also on the Chrome extension, you have a few options for the size of your camera, and just like with the desktop app, you can move your video webcam circle around wherever you would like it to be. You have a little menu here for canceling, pausing, or resuming your recording, and starting your recording, of course. So if we go ahead and start this recording, we will do our screen here. You have your little countdown. You can click to pause it if you're not quite ready to start. Again, we can move this wherever we'd like. So now let's go ahead and just click finish recording. And I want to show you a couple really cool things that happen when you record with the Chrome extension. After you finish your recording, the link to your video is already copied to your clipboard. So if you want to go ahead and send your video to someone, then you can go ahead and paste it, and it will pull up the link to that video. See, it already has that video ready. I didn't do any kind of copying, I didn't click on anything. Right when I ended the video, it copied that link for us, which is really awesome. Another cool thing, if you'll notice down here, you can see add link to page you recorded on. So let's say you are recording and you're showing them a template in Google Drive or on Trello and you want to share that with them. Loom already was aware of the page you were on and already kept track of that link, and you can go ahead and just click this and it will add it to that comment for you, so you can go ahead and post that in the comments for other people to access that resource. That is awesome. Now, I don't believe, at least not by default, your mouse is going to be tracked on the Chrome extension. So that is one advantage of using the desktop app. So it's definitely only available in the desktop app. Okay, so that's the differences between the Chrome extension and the desktop app. They're both really great options and easy to set up for simple screen recording. And the only question that is left is, are there any cons to using such a simple recorder like Loom over something with more options like OBS? So, should you use Loom as a screen recorder? I absolutely love how user-friendly and easy to use the software is, both the Chrome extension and the desktop app. I was very surprised by some of the really cool features and how thought out they seem to be. The only cons I can see relate to setting up and designing more complicated layouts, which you would definitely need something like OBS for. But most use cases for people that aren't extensively into video creation and they're just doing basic tutorials, this is really going to be a great option. Most of the complex setups that I can think of that would need OBS or something more customizable is going to be longer form content, such as live streaming, where you need to have different setups, different layouts ready for you to switch between for different viewing layouts. And you want to be able to customize and integrate multiple sources. So with OBS, for example, you can have different windows open that you can toggle between, but you don't have to record your whole screen if you don't want to. You have a little bit more control over the layout and design and which sources you're using where and when, and you can switch between those scenes. You can kind of do that with Loom if you were to have maybe something set up on a different screen and then you just pull it over when you need it and leave it on the other screen when you don't want it to be seen. But it is nice with OBS to be able to switch between those preset setup layouts. But otherwise, for simple tutorials and screen recordings, I absolutely recommend using either the desktop or Chrome extension Loom screen recorder. I definitely am going to be using this myself. So let me know, leave me a comment, what kind of screen recordings do you do, and what is your favorite screen recording tool? You're all set to make your own tutorials with Loom. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed it and found it helpful. Appreciate you being here. If you like this video and you're interested in checking out OBS, how to record with OBS, go ahead and check out this video here. I'll see you in my next video. And by default, mine has selected the screen and camera. to do